Welcome back to Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. We are, according to this save file, about 58% finished with this game. So we still have a little ways to go. Let's start. We are in Syria. George has gone to Syria, and he went to a carpet seller and found this like underground place behind one of the carpets, which was kind of neat, because it matched a matchbook that he had that had the name of this like bar place on it. Is a hidden bar behind a carpet in a carpet shop. So it's a bit like a speakeasy, I guess.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
You should be on cable.
Alright.
What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheery up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon, whatever that is.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias.
this guy's a real jokester.
But they gone.
Alright. Well, how about the Templars?
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's
More
not
with the
really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions.
Great. Alright, how about this plaster, friend?
What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
How about a really small garden gnome?
Ultar not think so.
What Wizard describes Bar Alamat as a real goofmeister, a real jape lord.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on, he wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
What Wizard says that Ultar is a real Gagenstein.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
$50? I don't have $50.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's box or zip, or unfortunate American.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Oh. Would you take me there in exchange for this, used tissue?
What does this grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Nothing? Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Shake my hand, Ultar.
Ha ha! Remind me of thing that happened month ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha! How we laughed! Then I broke his arms.
I didn't think electrocuting the big Syrian was a good idea. This is a key for lifting manhole covers.
You carry some strange stuff with you, mister.
Maybe not. What do you think of this?
Is gadget.
It's a blood pressure gauge.
Blood pressure gauge. Is what Ultar said.
What do you think of this ball?
Is most splendid, mister.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
All right. Well.
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it. Even if I'd wanted to spit, my mouth was too dry.
Mouth is too dry. Hello, Mr. Bartender.
Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, all righty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Huh. Well. Ultar.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
That sign on the door.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh. Well, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes. Come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
All right.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
So I'm guessing...
I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was 12.
I'm guessing that I need to get that toilet brush back. And then it's probably at one of the stores, perhaps?
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush.
Nice.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab? None?
Alright.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
This kid did tell me to ask him if I needed help with anything.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
The kebab.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable...
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly
Yeah,
pleasure.
you want the
You
red
mean the
ball.
ball, don't you?
A tiny spherular form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Yes.
All right, here you go.
Thank you, sir. People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il ach il kalb.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
Great. I guess I should ask you about these other things too.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Utar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that
You don't
bad.
say.
You know how he speaks in pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
Nice. Alright.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle peep, sir.
Now to say something really kind to the kebab seller. Hello, Mr. Kebab Man. Mr. Kebab Man.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yes?
Il akul kalb?
filthy, bad, bad. I'll kill you.
Whoa, calm down. Feet, do your thing.
Great. I guess you're cool now. We good, Mr. Kebab Man? Kid, you better have gotten that baster for me. What's this? Oh, hey. This other dude.
I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios.
Can I pet this cat? Yes. Sorry, cat. Hey, kid.
What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
Nice.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me.
What Wizard says, authentic cat reactions. Yes. Who is that guy who came out earlier?
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayub's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today, it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
Nice.
So long, Nijo.
Poodle pip, sir.
Toodle pip. Alright, time to return this toilet brush. Good sir, I have this toilet brush again.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Look, I've got the toilet brush back.
You man of action, all righty. Don't just wave at me. Give to manager.
Okay. What does this phrase mean?
What does Il Akal Kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah, how did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh. Ew.
Nice.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Okay, Mr. Bartender, here is the toilet brush.
Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back. The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that about?
Stomped off.
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning in detergent before go around my, you bend.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeedy.
Nice. Alright, I can now use the bathroom. Okay. Alright.
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it.
Oh, come on, George. You need to stay hydrated.
Oops.
I now have...
It was the short length of chain I'd taken from the toilet at the Club Alamut.
Good. I now have this short length of chain. So what do I do with this thing? Does it get any lower?
It was a roller towel dispenser. The mirror was as clean as anything else in there. It was the key to the club toilet.
There are 2 keys on here. Can I use this to unlock this thing and get a towel? Aha. Nice. Alright, I stole some things from a bathroom.
It was a length of coarse gray toweling from the toilet at the Club Alamut.
Alright, well, I think I've done everything I need to do in here. Now that I've stolen some things from you, I'm going to see if I can trade them for more things in the market. Somehow I need to get $50. I don't think I ever talked to, can you talk to this guy?
Hello again, Pearl.
Not
Why?
Pearl. I've talked to Pearl.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure.
Can I talk to this guy?
The stand was hawking ancient machine
Okay.
parts.
And I can't get any of these ancient machine parts, eh? Have I been over here? I might not have been.
I figured going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get lost.
Alright, that's fair enough. Well, I did see that I could talk to Pearl about some more things, so maybe I should do that.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most...
Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No, Dwayne wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
Have you had anything from the kebab stand?
Heavens, no, with my digestion.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No.
No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
Do you know what Il Akal Kalb means?
My, sounds romantic.
Yeah, I don't think it is, though.
So, Dwayne.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines in Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
Alright, well, Pearl. I think I'll be on my way.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Dwayne, old buddy, old pal.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Have you met this Oltar gentleman?
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Ah, so you're
Tried
an
to pull a
expert
bunco on us.
impersonator.
Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
Have you had any dealings with the kebab seller?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
Alright. Farewell, Dwayne, old buddy.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
That was a little unsettling, Dwayne. Ah, you're enjoying throwing your ball up against the door. Ooh, if I rang this bell, would the ball hit your father in the head? One has to wonder. No.
I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios.
Nice. Ahaha! The cat just knocked something down.
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off.
Oh, it's like that one statue with the arms broken off.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
May I have this statuette? It is broken after all.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett hat as well.
No! Don't kill the kitty.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off.
Maybe I can sell it to some unsuspecting tourist, like Pearl, for a mint.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Are you interested in antiquities?
Am I? What have you got there, George?
How about this fine statuette?
Oh, George, that'd be ideal, except, I don't know. It looks new, George. You wouldn't be trying to make a fool out of me, would you, George?
Good God, no, Pearl. Nothing could be further from my mind.
What Wizard says, more authentic cat behavior. Yes. Alright,
I've
so
gotta go
she's
now,
not
Pearl.
buying
It's
this.
been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
So I need to make it look old, I guess. How can I make it look old? Is there like a patch of dirt or something I can throw it in? No. Maybe if I give it to the kebab seller, he'll spit on it. Because he is so angry with me.
What do you make of this, sir?
Filthy! Bad!
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, I do have like this dirty rag. I could wipe on it, maybe.
The grease paint had worked magic. Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster.
Nice. Alright. Pearl, I found this other statue. It is aged marble. Are you interested?
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Oh, Matt, that's just what I be looking for. Just one thing, though.
Oh?
It looks awful similar to that modern one you showed me.
Ah, well, that's because... You see, that's because the first one I showed you was a modern copy of this one. And I sought out the artist who'd done the copy and bought the original. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, George, how can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. Believe me. Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Can do.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
Don't be a stranger.
Panda Space Stan says, "Ah, it's a good thing you carried that around all this time." Yep, I just knew this grease-stained tissue would come in handy eventually. Dwayne, your wife wants you to buy this marble
Hi there,
statue.
Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How
Authentic
can I help you, young
antique.
fella?
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
And here you go.
Thanks for the money, Dwayne. This'll come in real handy.
I ought to be thanking you for finding this Roman statuette.
Gotta go to Syria for the Roman statuettes. Alright, I now have $50.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
I can now go to Ultar and get his overpriced ride to Bull's Head. Ultar, old buddy, I brought you your money.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh?
Sure, man, I went to all this trouble to get the money. Here it is.
Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price mullah is correct. Mister,
Yeah,
we make with
yeah,
haste.
I say that all the
What
time.
exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah. Okay, I'll be along in a minute.
Nice. Well, it's a good thing I paid $50 for a ride in your
Didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
your aging army surplus truck. All right. Well, we must be off.
Hello again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay, already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed pair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long. We gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something.
Yeah, thanks for taking all my money before coming to that conclusion.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Good. I'm glad that this towel that I stole from your bar is the
Old Dog
very
took
thing
the
that you
towel from
needed.
me, cut it in two lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes?
A few hours later... What Wizard says, the music in this game is kinda weird. Do you think that it doesn't fit the tone or something? Alright. So what is going on
Centuries
here?
of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff edge, deep into the living rock. I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Good anchor point. Okay.
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop.
What Wizard says, nah, it's mostly just that every time you finish a puzzle, there's this big swelling score that makes it seem like the main character has just fallen in love or something. Yeah, I guess it is maybe a little bit incongruous.
I damaged that tree enough for one day.
Okay, so what do am I supposed to go down here?
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Huh. What, am I supposed to, like, the chain and the branch and then use it to climb down or something?
Maybe not.
The towel and the branch?
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
With a flourish, you say? Okay, so can I, like...
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Okay, hopefully this branch is strong enough.
Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
Alright. Down we go. What Wizard says... I mean, it's not bad, it's just kind of weird. Yeah, it's a little strange, I would agree with that.
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no scorpion stung me. for which I was very grateful. But there was something in there, a metal ring, as wide as my hand.
Huh. Can I, like, pull the ring?
I took a firm hold of the ring. I tried not to think of death traps, and pulled. Whoa there!
Nice. I have found the secret entrance to this place.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again.
Oh no. Shit.
Oh man,
I'm trapped.
No!
Trapped like
The
a
door
rat,
slammed
I say.
shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
Alright. Well, I better look at Klausner first. Ugh. What Wizard says, this ring was made for me.
Whatever had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration.
Gross.
I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped. I've done more fun things in my life than searching a corpse. But as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way. I cautiously flicked open the jacket. Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Of course, because I found this lens in this dead man's pocket, it must be connected.
Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when you're trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a latter-day Indiana Jones.
So you're not going to take it? Alright.
I'd searched Klausner once. There was nothing on his body.
Alright. Well, is that everything?
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
It is a rather frightening looking statue, isn't it?
I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In occidenta sita est, in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
Panda Space Stan says, if this were King's Quest V, you'd be dead. What Wizard says, twice as dead as life. Panda Space Stan says, because you stayed longer than the time it takes to pick up a single coin. Yeah, that is a thing that happened in King's Quest V. Alright.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it. I couldn't help but notice faint bloody finger marks on the rock, as if somebody had tried to claw them way out.
Gross.
A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries. The mount's open.
Oh no.
It must be Ultar. My God, if he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar, don't come in. It's a trap. Stay
It's a trap.
where you are. You.
That's not Ultar.
Hello, Mr. Stobart.
We meet in the most unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot. You would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart.
The leg and the groin, huh? You weren't gonna say like the head or something? I think
Now
that would be
then,
worse.
Where shall
But
we
that's
start?
just me.
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Should I tell him where Klausner is? Yes. Why not? He's dead already.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
Sure. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was carrying some sort of lens. I've got it with me.
Give it to me.
I don't think so.
Don't be a fool, Mr. Stobart.
If I give it to you, what's to stop you killing me?
What is to stop me killing you anyway?
You might hit the lens.
Not if I shoot you in the head.
When I fall, the lens might get broken.
Yes. You plead convincingly, Mr. Stobart.
I am a lawyer, after all.
Perhaps you will live to see another day. Perhaps. Was there anything else?
Sure, I'll tell him.
Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it.
Yes? What is it?
It's a treasure map. X marks the spot.
Come now. Do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah, okay. You caught me. But round the corner, there is something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart?
In accidenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
Gifted
But I
amateur.
can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
What? You know what? I'll die like a man. Why not?
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck?
Good. I knew that thing was going to come in handy at some point. Farewell! Sweet. Back in Nico's apartment.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, George.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I
Oh.
wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
All right.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Okay. So then that's the lens, probably.
There's a guy working on a loom. A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Panda Space Stan says that I was waiting the whole game for that moment when I was able to shake the guy's hand with that joke buzzer thing. What Wizard says, I'm so glad all the stupid things you've been carrying around have paid off in this section. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm 2 for 2 here. The buzzer and the dirty tissue both have come in handy.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Look there, 2 guys.
Alright.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Okay.
I'd better get back to the quest.
The quest. Alright, so should I go to the museum and talk to Who's-Its about it? Museo Kroon. Hello, Mr. Kroon.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Well, oui, of course. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes, what is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Treasure map. Well, it is one sexy manuscript, is it not?
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
I'm sure that happened.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras.
Who's he?
A Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
A coat of arms like what, good sir?
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
Alright. Great. How about this lens?
No way.
Alright. Well,
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
now that I found out that, I was looking at a Spanish crest, can I go to Spain now? Yes. On my way to Spain. A few hours later... George is in Spain. Well, folks, we have made our way to beautiful Spain. And with that, I think I might need to call it quits for tonight. We are, according to this thingy, 69% finished with the game, so maybe by the end of this week, I will have finished playing Shadows of the Templar. But I will not be playing tomorrow, but I should be playing on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. But until Wednesday,